Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Saturday, January 6th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 1 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 41 degrees with a high of 46 and a low of 39. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, conversation, pretty pictures. We have a good time. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That's always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact when it goes to video. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast after the fact when I download it into my group. All right. Hi, Missy. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to one and all, says Maggie. Maggie likes to sing her way into the room. Oh, love you, Maggie. All right. Missy, good to see you. You're just going to listen? That's cool, too. Oh, hold on. Got to do one thing here. Oh, let's see here. All right, we're good to go. Whoops. Almost. Guys, how are you doing tonight? Win, lose, or draw? I ask that every once in a while. It's 8:05 p.m. We're live. Okay. You're an hour ahead of me. Okay, so I've been working on 2 projects. This is the duet. I always give out a freebie, and I suggest that you pace me with it. Everybody seems to love it. So that's good. And we're working on our this is a new book that I'm launching eventually. It's called Tiny Villages. I think it'll be a cute little book. We'll see how you guys enjoy it. Okay, and then the second piece that we're doing, this is from Anime Coloring Book by Jade Summer. I'm working with pencil and alcohol marker. And I've been working on the skirt, which I think is coming out beautifully. I think this will be a cool piece. All right. So let's get to work on this. Here's your paper towel for putting underneath your hand. And let me get my scratch paper. And the last that we were doing, we did the ground that's underneath the houses here. I showed you how to do the water underneath the bridge. And then to make it look misty, like it's coming up towards the houses. All right. So I want you to look in the upper left-hand corner, and we've got another bridge. Excuse me. And some houses behind that bridge. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out, let's see. I think I want to go with some reds. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh, the houses look, oh, it looks like a village in the mountain like in Venezuela. Oh, neat. So we need a light, medium, and dark red. Remember, when we're doing grayscale, Missy, thank you for that insight. I take it you've been there? Okay. Now I'm popping up into the right-hand corner for a reason. So let's go ahead and start doing that shading and coloring and shadowing. Okay. Oh, you watch a lot of movies. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to use my darkest red. On my edge here. And we're going to blend that out just a little bit because we need to add a second color. Don't pile drive your pencil in. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Maggie. Here are my reds right here. Here, let's do a fresh. Here's my dark. Here's my medium. And here's my light. Hey, Karen. All right. So now I'm going to pull in my medium. and make sure that you make that line disappear between the two colors, right? And I'm actually going to go back with my dark here and carry that up a little further. Now, I always tell you, don't go brain dead when you're doing grayscale. If you want to alter the shading a little bit and the colors, that's fine. Okay, now, on your building here, we have some areas. This is my medium. We have some areas of medium. Check it out. And if anybody has any questions, speak up. Okay, so here's my medium. Now, this is why I really like grayscale a lot. It is so beautiful. It's not hard to do. You just have to learn a new skill set. And then I'm going to come in with my Brittany. Hello. Welcome back. And then I'm going to come in with my light color. Notice that I'm using little tiny circles. And check out how cool that looks. And make sure that you've got everything blended together. What is a good blend when one color what? Completely disappears into the next one. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little bit of white not much. And I'm just going to re-emphasize my area around the windows. I think they got lost a little bit. Oops, I got white on the black. I got to take care of that. Oh, Brittany, I'm sorry. You developed the flu this past Friday night. Oh, and I'm still so sick that I had to call in earlier today to say I was missing work tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll sit back and relax, enjoy some pretty pictures. You got it from your mom. Thanks, Mom. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to see. In this upper left-hand corner, we have another bridge and we have an area where we have water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my light red very, very light. And I'm going to show that as a reflection. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm not going to do a light, medium, and dark red. I'm just going to do a very light red, and I'm going to let the grayscale and the gray shades take care of our look. And we want that to be very, very light. Everybody with me on that? And then I'm going to come in with my light, medium, and dark blue. That we used on our water and our waterfalls. And add that to the area in the upper left-hand corner. Is everybody with me on that? We seem to be missing Linda again. Okay, then I'm going to come in with our medium. We're going to back blend that into our light. And then we'll come in with our dark. And don't pile drive your pencils into the paper, right? Just very lightly. And then I'm going to come back with my light pencil. And I'm going to make sure that my edges are blended. And that I have a nice smooth transition between everything. Questions? Okay. And if you need to smooth out your piece a little bit, which I do, I'm going to use my Faber-Castell 103. That's my ivory. And I'm using it to smooth and mute my colors a little bit. And if you still feel that you need to blend a little bit, and you know, this all depends on the brand of your pencils. Sometimes they play well with each other. Sometimes they, well, most times they do, but sometimes they don't play well with each other. And you have to do a little bit of extra blending. All right, and we'll finger blend that. How cool does that look? Let me come in a little closer here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back in the right-hand corner. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. This whole piece here is very involved. From the standpoint, it's not hard, but there's a lot going on. So what we need to do is we need to be careful how we use all our colors on here. So I have some tile over here, and there's a little bit of tile up here. This is where, and over here. This is where we need to look into similar colors in our areas. Hold on, we went blurry for some reason. There we go. Similar colors in our areas so that we don't overwhelm this and make it look too patchworky, like a patchwork quilt. Cleaning off a little red here. So I'm going to go back to my, there's Linda. Linda, I didn't know if you had the same situation of yesterday that you could watch but couldn't comment. Linda, are the three amigos here? Michelle and Wally? All right. So I'm going to start working on the tiles. Move my camera just a little bit. And I'm going to work a combo of grays, This is my Payne's Gray, which is my darkest gray. Oh, and by the way, this little area here by our bush, Michelle, Wally, hello. I'm going to turn that into our mist. Brittany, I have about 11 brands of colored pencils. So I really don't call them out. Part of the problem is, as I sharpen them, the brand names disappear. So that's why I emphasize the color and not the brand. Okay. So, Payne's Gray for my darkest gray and my darkest area here. And yes, you do gray on gray. And then I'll come in with a medium gray. And then we'll come in with a light gray. You emphasize the brand because a lot of cheaper color pencils, including Chinese-made color, don't have good quality pigments in them. Well, when I buy the major brands. I buy Brut Funner, I buy Faber-Castell, I buy Prismacolor. I've got Castle Arts. Okay, now I've got my lightest gray. And notice how I'm using the light gray to blend in my other colors. And I'm actually going to carry my Payne's gray underneath my bush here and just extend that. I want that to be sidewalk instead of cloud. So to answer your question, Brittany, is I buy the better brands. I just don't call them out each time. I switch them up too much. With a lot of the more expensive, good quality brands of colored pencils, you can open stock. Exactly. Now, because I have so many brands, is if I run out of one color, in one brand, I can use a similar color in another brand. Hey, Kathy. Okay. Back to my light gray. I'm sorry I was off camera. That happens once in a while, you know me. And then I'm going to put, let's see here. A touch of brown on the darker part here. In other words, I'm just going to dirty up those tiles just a little bit. Kathy, I'll pull out in a second so you can see where we are on this. And notice how that little bit of brown picks up our soil or wall that we have going down to the mist. Hi, Darlene. Welcome. Kathy, this is where we are so far. Thank you, Darlene. Having a lot of fun with this. Linda, I just saw your comment that they said hi back. There might be a delay. And for anybody new that's popped in, this is my first image that I'm coloring tonight. And this is the second image. This is from Anime Coloring Book by Jade Summer. And I'm working with alcohol marker. Kathy, yes, this is from an upcoming book. Working title is Tiny Villages Jubilee. It's probably going to be Tiny Whimsical Villages. Oh, this is whimsical. Okay. So we've got our gray, our light, medium, dark. We've got a little bit of brown. With the gray. And that's going to give us a more realistic look. Okay. Now, I talked about the fact that we've got a lot going on in this picture. Brittany, they do come in PDF format. Contact me on Messenger and I'll be more than happy to work that out with you. Every single book that I publish is available in PDF. Linda, no, sometimes I have to hit send twice and I forgot to look to see if the comments. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to pop over to the left. I'll be coloring with alcohol marker tonight. It's just a matter of the way that you stroke it, stroke the pen, and also combine it with colored pencil. All right, so we have a little area right here of our tiles. Although I'm going to hold off on that little piece right there. I'm going to go up and we're going to work on the tile that's near the building. Yeah, Brittany, just hang out tonight. When I go to my next piece, I'll be using alcohol marker and pencil. And if you go into my face, well, here on YouTube, look at the previous broadcast. Look at last night's broadcast. There's my dark. Here's my medium. And here's my light. And again, notice how that light becomes our blender. Brittany, contact me on Messenger and Facebook. And I'll get you set up with PDF. Okay. Now, our brown. And notice how as soon as I add that brown, it makes our tile look worn. And then I'm going to go back with my lightest gray and blend. Okay, so there's two of our tile areas. And then I'm going to go back into my upper left-hand corner. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit. And right under that bridge, where we did our blue and our red, Payne's Gray, very lightly. And then the medium gray. Remember guys, tint in your colors, don't come in gangbusters. Okay. Oh, that's good, Brittany. You'll do it when you're feeling better. All right, your iPad can handle PDFs by using the free Adobe app. Yep. And you can print from your HP printer. That's really funny because I have the exact setup, same setup. I have an iPad and I have an HP printer. Thank you for your interest. Upper left-hand corner. Brittany, are you a member of my group? All right, this is my medium gray. And then my light gray. Now, while I'm here, we've got some more bushes. So I'm going to go ahead and start coloring those in, just in that upper corner, so we can start distinguishing what's what. So we'll have our dark, medium, and light green. There's my dark. And remember, when you encounter black grayscale, you still want to use your blacks and your grays. All right. Here's my medium. And then my light. The convention in colored pencil is you want to use your 3 colors. And then back to my dark again. Okay. Now, while I'm also here, Kathy, did I show you this whole picture? Okay. So I'm going to start with the blue. Around the outside of my door here. It's a turquoise blue. Okay, Kathy, thank you. Sorry, I didn't know if I had. Oh my. And then a lighter turquoise as I go around the outside. And then I'm going to use a purple for the wall itself. This is actually a violet blue. Now this one, to get a nice even coverage, blender pencil. We want that nice and smooth. Now this particular house here, was all one shade. It was just that light white, basically. So I'm going to come in with a Payne's Gray. And I'm going to weather it a little bit. Now, if you want, you can use a darker purple. But the point is that we want to add this second color. Remember, you want to entertain the brain, right? And I'm going to come in with black, which is my Prismacolor black. Yeah, there are several brands of blender pencils out there. And I'm going to color in my archway with my black. So yes, black on black. So we have black, Payne's Gray, and then our dark blue. We'll finger blend that a little bit. All right, let's pull out. And I'm actually going to add a little more, let's see. I want to add a little more gray on that tile. Darker gray. I just want to kick in a little more dimension here. Not much, barely touching. There we go. All right. And a little bit of my darker red here on this left-hand side. Just to give that a little more dimension as well. Yeah, everybody has personal preferences on their blender pencils. I've been happy with the Prismacolor. I'm just smoothing out my red a little more. And if you lose your horizontal lines with your blending, just pop those back in. Okay. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to work underneath this bridge. We'll go ahead and put that in deep shadow, which is our black and our gray. So I've got a medium gray, which I'm putting right here on my edge. My dark gray, which is my Payne's gray. And then my black. And that black is going to be emphasized right underneath the underside of this bridge and blended. Missy, you're using two different types of color pencils on your Chihuahua. Let me show you how I lengthen my pencils. Now, we need to blend in this line. See how we have a distinct line right here? That's a no-no. So we're going to get rid of that. And blend it in. All right. Let me pull out and show you how I deal with short pencils. So, as my pencils get shorter and shorter, it becomes a hassle to color with them, obviously. And there's two ways of dealing with that. One way is I go to Amazon and I buy Amazon Basics pencils, number 2 pencils. And I take super glue and I glue the ends together. You have to let them cure overnight. And that has worked out really well for me. Now, sometimes I get a little glob of glue. I'll just take some nail clippers and clip off that excess. No biggie. So there's one way to do it. The other way to do it, that Brittany mentioned, is you can buy what's called a pencil extender. You can look it up on Amazon. And it's a metal tube with a collar. And you put your pencil in there and you tighten that collar. And it's a way to extend your pencil. I mean, obviously this is already a long pencil, but I wanted to show it to you. I like to glue mine. I just go through because I have a bazillion pencils. And what I'll do is I'll have a gluing party and I'll sit down and glue up a bunch of my pencils. In fact, I just did, let me pull out here. I just did a bunch of my pencils here. All of these were shorties. And I went ahead and glued them. So this one, for example, I just had this much left of my pencil, my light gray, and I went ahead and just glued it with my super glue. Not super glue, well yeah, it's the Flex, F-L-E-X. Maggie, you can't use extenders because they hurt your fingers, okay? So this has worked out really well for me. I just sat down and while I was watching TV and glued all these back together and got all my pencils back. And what I do is, as my pencils get short, I put them in this glass. And I just have a gluing party. All right. Maggie, how do you handle your shorties? See, here's another one. I should send you all my shorties? I don't think so. Thank you for the offer, though. Welcome back, Kathy. Yeah, and just to remind you guys, if you're talking to me and you need to leave for a minute or you're just going to leave for the evening, let me know. That way I'm not talking to empty air. Okay. So I've got a tree up here. In a baggie, and only use them if you have to. Oh. Maggie, you need to sit down and glue your pencils. Maybe Larry could help you. Okay, we have some sort of apple tree here. At least I'm going to make it that. I'm having way too much fun with this picture. Okay. Maggie, seriously, ask Larry. You have to cut the number 2 pencils in half. I bought the Amazon bulk. Let's see if pencils, they're somewhere here. You'd get a lot of your pencils back. And then you have to find something to prop them up, straight up, and just let them dry overnight. You'll get all your pencils back. Hi, Sandy. Okay, here's my light green. I'm going to add my dark green and blend with my medium. Yeah, Maggie, that really is a waste of pencils to have all those shorties. Okay, so this is my darkest green. We're missing Crystal tonight, aren't we? Crystal, if you watch this replay, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so there's my dark green. Missy, I actually did a video. I was using a different glue at the time. Okay, now notice how I'm using my medium green into my light green, right? Oh, Karen, thank you. I'm actually working on it as we speak. Okay, notice how I'm using my medium pencil as my blender. Missy, are you a member of my group? My Facebook group? All right, check out how we blend this. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, Missy, become a member and I will post the video. Oh, check out how pretty this tree looks. So I use dark, light, and then I use my medium to blend. I always tell you on grayscale, doesn't matter what order you do it in. Okay, let me do this other tree real quick. Well, not real quick, but this one is a similar tree. I'm going to add a couple of extra dots here. Now, again, I'll look for similar items as I'm coloring this because we don't want to get too wild with stuff. Too many colors are just going to make this whole thing look like a jumbled mess. Everybody clear on that? Okay, so there's my dark. Now this little guy is mostly medium, but I'm going to add some light to my edges. Let there be light. And then we'll come in between with our medium. Guys, join my Facebook group. That's where you'll get the freebies, the duet colorings I always do. I really shouldn't call it a freebie, although it is, but this is the one that I give out, and I recommend that you pace me. So we can color it together. Okay, check out our medium blend. And then I'll come back with my light. The first thing that you should always try and blend with is your pencil. Then you can blend with blender stumps. You can blend with your finger. I've got some little trees over here. We'll start with our medium. Remember, don't pile drive your pencils. I'm using my medium closest to my tree trunks and up on the edges. And then I'm going to come in with my light. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Binkowitz. Did I pronounce that right? Welcome to all my new peeps that are coming in. I'm live every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the U.S. The first image I do with people is one from one of my books. I give it away. Oh, good, Sarah. So I got it right. And you can color it with me. Okay, check out how I'm blending this lighter green now. Sarah, don't be shy about talking if you have any questions. I've got a fantastic group of people. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, one more set on the trees and I promise I will quit. Let me show you where I am. Sarah, this is the image that I've made available for everybody in my Facebook group. And I'm showing people how to color it. I'm right here in the center. Now, again, all my trees, so down here, same greens. You want that consistency. Sarah, where are you from? Okay, here's some dark. Then I'm going to go with my light. Now, notice that I am kind of avoiding my little black dots here, or my gray dots. It just makes them stand out a little better if you don't color over them. Oh, I think we lost Sarah. I'll be switching projects in a moment. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my medium. Sarah, if you're still here, where are you from? I'm in Tennessee. All right, check out how I'm blending my colors together. Fredonia, New York. Oh my gosh, I know it. I'm originally from the state of New York. Buffalo, New York, a suburb actually. Yeah, I know where Fredonia is. Yay. How's the weather up there? Oh guys, look how pretty this is looking. Isn't that cool? I know I promised this would be my last one, but I've got one more set that I see here. snow a little bit of snow and cold. Okay. Okay, I promise this will be my last set, really. Okay, so here's my darker color on the bottom. It is 40 degrees right now here in Tennessee. I'm about 45 minutes east of Nashville. So we're in the 30s and 40s here. We've had absolutely zero snow. All right, there's my dark. Now I'm going to come in with my light. I'm having too much fun with these bushes. Do I like snow? I don't mind it. I enjoy the changes of weather. I'm pretty much a homebody, so whatever it does in this area, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, there's my light. I was in the Buffalo area when the two blizzards hit. The lake effect. The moisture comes over the lake by Buffalo and then dumps the snow on Buffalo. I think the years were 76 and 78, I wanted to say. 77. Sarah, how long have you been adult coloring? I promise this is my last bush, guys. I really do. I got to move on to our next project. Okay, so check out now how I'm blending with my medium. And make sure that you are blended correctly. so that what? One color seamlessly disappears into the next. All right, I'm done with my bushes. I promised. You like to color in kids' books and adult books? Yeah. Okay, let me pull out. Oh, this is looking so cool. What do you guys think? This is going to be a gorgeous picture, I predict. Okay, let's get on to our next piece because I'm using colored pencil and alcohol marker. Let me grab some water first. Oh, your icon, Missy, is a picture that you painted. Cool. Maggie, how is your picture coming out? And for anybody else that's coloring this with me, you can see how everything is just coming into focus, especially since we're working our greenery. Now, if you have a picture like this and you're not sure what to do with it, work your greenery. And it'll give you a roadmap for the rest of it. Missy, that's really neat about your icon. Okay. So, again, upcoming book, Tiny Whimsical Villages Jubilee. Oh, there you go. Maggie sent a picture. This is hers. Isn't that pretty? Maggie, hold on, let me get a pointer. Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna lay this down and zoom in. Okay, Maggie, blend up your blue mist better between your browns. Oh, Missy, it's a sentimental picture because your brother-in-law made a joke about it. Now he passed away. Okay, so Maggie, we need to blend this up and merge your blue a little bit better to make it more misty. Your trees look good. Yeah. And on your brown here, blend that up just a little bit more. Soften up these lines. Looking good. I like it. I hope you're having fun with this. Sarah, what are you asking about an email address? So, Missy, you said that's a sentimental picture because your brother-in-law made a joke about it. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. Okay. So this picture here, oh, you want my email address? How come? Okay, I'm using marker to send your pictures that you color. You can post them in my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, on Facebook. Okay, so last night we were working on the dress, and I was showing you shading and shadowing for these folds. So the base is alcohol marker. And then I'm enhancing that with colored pencil. You can't post on Facebook. Are you not a member on Facebook? Okay, now notice how I'm darkening here this area, because it's the underside of the ruffle. Yeah, Brittany, would you help Sarah with Facebook? Thank you, Brittany. Okay, finger blend. Thank you, Brittany. You're a doll. Now, again, I'm not jamming my pencil into the paper. And we've got 3 shades that we're working here. This darker blue inside is a water-based marker that I put on top of it's an Ohuhu. I put it on top of the alcohol-based marker. And notice that by adding our pencil now, we're starting to see the beautiful folds come to life. All right, check it out. Our high points. See how I've made this a high point right here? Alessandro, hello, Norway. Welcome. What time is it in Norway? Alessandro, it's 4 a.m. in Norway. Okay, let's take a peek at this. It's so much fun seeing people from all over the place. Alessandro, what are you doing up? Do you not sleep? Okay, now we've got this area here. Can't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, welcome to my broadcast. How did you find me? I'm sorry I was off camera. Maybe I should sing you a song, Alessandro, to help you. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will fall. Okay, check out how beautiful these folds are looking. Remember, don't pile drive your pencils into the paper. And for those of you that weren't here earlier, this is colored pencil on top of alcohol marker with highlights with water-based marker. I popped up on you the YouTube home feed. Well, I won't ask you if you adult color because you probably don't, right? But you get to come in and chat with us. What do you do? What do you do for a living? When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the baby will fall. Down will come, baby. No, when the wind blows, the cradle will fall. I can't remember that song. Oh my. Yes, I'm told I have a soothing voice. Just sit back, Alejandro, relax. Oh, I don't draw either. Alejandro, this is adult coloring where you buy pictures. Let me show you what we were working on earlier. This is from a book that I'll be releasing soon. Welcome back, Maggie. This is from a book that I'll be releasing soon. Tiny Fantasy Villages Jubilee. I'll have to figure out a name because these are whimsical buildings. So I was coloring on this earlier and walking people through it. And this one, when the wind blows, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby cradle and all. Thank you, Linda. All right. So, the thing that we're doing here is we're shading and shadowing our folds. Check it out. I don't know why that sound was escaping me, that song. Okay. Anybody have any questions here? And then I'm just going to go ahead and finger blend that and smooth it out. Alejandro, tell us something fun about Norway. All right. There we are so far. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, Alejandro may have disappeared. Okay. So what I was thinking of doing was working on the girl's dress. We can do a nice color with her. So you're currently getting the cold down from Siberia, so it's pretty cold here. Negative 30 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? We don't do metric, unfortunately. What is negative 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Ah, negative 22 degrees in Fahrenheit. For anybody that's interested. Is that typical, Alejandro? All right. So I'm thinking about doing the dress. We've got two ways we can go on this. I'm thinking of going with a base red color. Alessandro, not so much. It's usually not that cold. Oh. Has the trending for your weather been towards being colder? Okay. Go ahead, Vicki. Out. Go on. Out. Oh, I don't think that all Norwegians go ice fishing. Norway is a beautiful, beautiful country. Okay. I'm going to go with a really nice red. Oh, you have craft shops? No ice fishing? I wouldn't think so. It does seem to get colder over the years, yeah, and warmer in the summer as well. And of course, you'll have craft shops. Alessandro, what do you enjoy for hobbies? Okay, I'm going to start on a really nice red. I'm using my alcohol markers, which are my Cali Art. Oh, you collect stamps as a hobby. Oh, that is a pretty valuable partaking. How long have you been collecting stamps? Okay, notice when we're doing our marker, I talked about this before, you want to do a continuous sweep, and once you start, keep going. And then you'll have a nice even coverage. Coins as well. Some baseball cards, but not a lot. Been collecting since I was a kid. Oh, you're 4th generation collecting. Wow. I'm impressed. Now remember, with your marker, you've got to figure out what your bleed is going to be on your paper. And what that means is that when you put your marker down, it could spread a little further than what you anticipated. So you've got to figure out what that is so that you don't accidentally go over your lines. Alessandro, what are your summer temperatures like? All right, check out how smooth the sweep is. Nice even strokes. All right, let me pull out so you can see. In the summer, it usually gets up to 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. What is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so about 90. Vicky. But you said that this cold is unusual for you. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't do metric in the States here. We're the only country in the world that doesn't do anything with metric. Kind of dumb. Alessandro, has there been any tensions in Norway because of what's going on with Russia and the Ukraine? I was kind of curious about that. Okay. Nice smooth strokes for our dress. Best part about summer, though, is that it technically never becomes night. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Sun goes down at about 11 p.m., and it's always light outside. Cool. Okay, check out the nice smooth strokes here. And again, because our Cali Arts, yeah, that makes sense because I'm guessing that Norway is along the same latitude as Alaska. Not a lot. We do share a border with Russia, but the tension has been relatively low. Okay. You're members of NATO, yes, so I knew that. So that's a big comfort, unlike Sweden. Although I believe they have become a member by now. Yeah, I was going to say that. I think that Sweden was petitioning to join. I'm pretty sure they are a member. I hope you don't mind me asking. I think Turkey was blocking Sweden for a while about becoming a member. But that finally changed. Are you sure, Alessandro? If it bothers you to discuss it, I will definitely change subject. It's so nice to be able to speak to other people, to people in other countries. All right, check out how we're working our detail. Alessandro, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, now, I had an area here where I overlapped my blue by mistake. We'll see what happens when we put the red on here. Yeah, it's going to darken it a little bit. Are you 25? Okay. Do you have compulsion? Are you required to go to in military? Okay. Let me pull out. No compulsory military service. There is more of a lottery type system. That's what we have. So everybody is eligible, but only a select are chosen. Oh, you're in college. Cool. What are you studying? I have a couple engineering degrees. Okay. Now, again, notice we got a sweep. With the marker. You want to keep this color application as uniform as possible. Take your time, but I'm barely touching the paper. But see, this is why Cali Arts are a great marker, because they don't streak. You're studying film. And what kind of career will that lead you into? Now notice that I'm staying in my area here. To do the marker, I'm not just sweeping it all the way. And that will help you keep a nice uniform application. Anybody have problems with applying alcohol marker? And is this helping you? All right. Again, sweep your marker. Take your time. Don't press hard. And the trick is don't stop in the middle of your sweeps. Hopefully you'll be able to make films. You prefer to be behind the camera. Karen, good night. Have a great rest of the evening. I hope you enjoyed the coloring earlier. I have about a half hour to go. Alessandro, what got you interested in film? All right, check how uniform this is looking. All right, let's catch this little piece here. Alessandro, have you ever heard of adult coloring? Are you familiar with that term? Always loved movies since growing up, so it's always been an interest. Excuse me. Oh, you've not heard of the term? Yeah, oh my gosh, there are wonderful, wonderful movies, as I'm sure you know. Lawrence of Arabia, The Godfather. I always enjoyed Gone with the Wind, but that's not politically correct to say that. Alessandro, adult coloring, let me explain what it is to you. Adult coloring are images that are made available through coloring books for adults to color and artistically do the best possible job they can. Now, I happen to publish adult coloring books. So, for example, this book here, this is one of my books. And what I do and what others do is supply images in these books for people to color and enjoy. And the images are, oh my gosh, they can be anything. Here's one I did called Sweets and Treats. So this is what people do, adults do. We actually did this image, this candy dish. We had a lot of fun doing it. And for your time of the year right now, this is a book coloring January Jubilee, because here in January is our cold season. So these are images of items, you know, pictures, snowboarder here. For people to color and enjoy. So we have a lot of fun with it. Let me grab something, Alessandro. So these are some images that we've done recently. I just want to show you these really quick to give you an idea. And these are all out of books that I have. Well, not all of them. Oh, it's very relaxing. That's why adults do it. The quality is very high on the colorings. This one was fun to do, our gnome here. So you can see that it's high-end coloring. And so every night I broadcast from, oh, here's the candy dish I was telling you about. Let's see here. Let me find the black and white of this so you can see the difference and the time and effort that goes in. So as I started to say, I broadcast every night, 365 days of the year, from 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the States until 10 p.m. So, oh, thank you, Missy. So here's the color version. Here's the black and white. So we use this black and white. It's called grayscale, Alessandro. And you color according to the shades of the gray. So that's what we did here. I hope this gives you a good feel for the for what we do. Here's a cute one we did. Our footy socks. Here's a simple cake picture that we did. Missy, that's wonderful. Thank you. Here's a picture, Alessandro, you'd probably appreciate the snow with the bench. So you can see that they're all different kinds of styles. This one is not from one of my books. This is another artist. I don't do just mine. So I'm here for people. If people don't have families, I mean, you know, of course, people interested in adult coloring. If people are isolated or disabled, they can come in and spend time with me. And also, of course, all my broadcasts go to video. And again, Missy just ordered 2 of my books. I love it. Have I done any Grateful Dead type paintings or images? I've done steampunk images, but not really any Grateful Dead. Yeah, that was my question. What book did you order? Okay, so let's continue now. Alessandro, you sound like a creative type person. You might even enjoy adult coloring. Okay, so let's work our back and forth on our marker. Again, we want to be as smooth as possible. Try not to overlap. I've got a little overlap right here. I'll be honest, I hate these flowers on here. Oh, the cat book? Oh, the cat book, yeah. And the one with the parrot. Yep, yep, yep. Thank you. So, Alessandro, are you going to school full-time? Or are you also working? Oh, I hate this flower. I really do. Only university. I'm happy for you. That lets you concentrate. I actually have 2 engineering degrees and a master's degree in adult education. I love teaching and mentoring. Okay, notice how I'm staying within the confines of our different parts of this. Keep your lines nice and smooth. How much longer do you have to go in university, Alessandro? Oh man, check out this dress. Okay. One more year. How many years of college do you go? Ours is normally 4. Now, another way to add this marker is to color in little circles. So if you have an area, color it in little circles, and it'll come out evenly. Okay, now we have a little more area here. Again, take your time, especially with your markers. All right, I think this area here is part of the skirt as well. Check out how nice and uniform. Our coverage is. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. I'm actually going to color a little more of this here. Thank you, Missy. A little hard to tell what's what, and this is at the point that you make a decision and go with it. All right. Check it out. Now, you know that I'm going to shade this dress similar method, the way I shaded the bottom part here, right? And while I'm at it, Alessandro, do you handle currency a lot, or is everything by credit card or debit card? I have not handled cash, probably going on, I'm going to do her nails red. I have not handled cash, probably going on easily 4 or 5 years now. Okay, fingernails are taken care of. Alessandro, let's see, you're a big fan of cash money, so I still use about 50% of the time. Gotcha. I am totally cashless. Which is another discussion unto itself. If our monetary system ever goes down, everybody's going to be out their money. Okay. So I'm going to start up with the flesh. Let me choose my base color. Yeah, the only cash you use is what you give Lamar. Okay. Do you call that survival? Are you talking to Alessandro? Yeah, I don't keep any cash at all. If the system goes down for some reason, our monetary system, I'm out of luck. Okay, base color on our flesh. Excuse me for moving the camera around. If you need help with coloring flesh, you'll see me how to do it on this piece. So, Lamar, what do you think of adult coloring? Probably not something that's a big interest of yours. But now you know what it is. And I'm assuming that the reason you're able to talk to us at this time of the morning for you is because it's Saturday and you don't have any classes. You've always found it very strange that you have to add the tax at the register when shopping in the U.S. Yep. Here you pay, yep. It's annoying. I think a lot of it is that our government does that is because the tax rate can be changed. It always goes up. And that way it becomes a universal change. And is easier than just the stores indicating what they are charging. We have a tax on everything. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Sarah, how do you control Enzitey. I'm going to run a little over time because I just want to get these base colors on our faces done. Linda, good night. Hopefully you can get your internet issues straightened around. I won't be long. I just want to get my base color in. So I'm starting with my lightest flesh color. And we'll go ahead and add shading and shadowing to get the features in. I really don't have any problems with anxiety, but having said that, I enjoy my adult coloring. I enjoy putting together the things I need to do for my group. I make sure that I sleep well. Miss Kathy, good night. Give John a hug for me, will you? I don't have much more to go for this base color. And then I'll wrap up. I wonder which president is looked the fondest upon by the American people who sat in office between Kennedy and Obama. Oh, gosh, hard to answer. It's so fluid, I don't know what to tell you. Alessandro, I would put that question in either Google or ChatGPT, which is the AI. Okay, let's get this skin colored. Almost done with it. Hang with me. Sarah, plenty of sleep. Not overthinking things. Putting your faith in God. Adult coloring to take your mind off of things. I would assume that you're also talking to your doctors. Haven't done a face coloring book yet. Scented candles. Missy, what would you like to see in a face coloring book? Alessandro Carter, yes, was very down to earth. I don't think that he played the games like other presidents did. I think he really wanted to connect with people. Oh, okay, got it. Got it, Missy. Okay. Hang with me. Almost done with this base color. Now, the reason that I'm not doing the skin with my Cali Arts, I'm doing it with pencil, is because I have not found a good Cali Art flesh color. So that's why I do pencil. Almost done. And yes, you are hearing a cat meow. Okay. One more section. And then I'm wrapping up. And yes, you are, like I said, hearing a cat. Okay, almost done. I'll pull out. I'll show you where we are on this piece and how far we are on the second piece. Okay, let me pull out. Here's where we are. Isn't that gorgeous? And what I'll be doing on this is using my darker shades of red to do my folds just like I did with the blue. Okay guys, I am calling, I don't know what breed she is. The term actually, as Maggie knows, is Maggie, just different breeds. She's got long black fur. She's really a sweetie. Okay, so this is the Jade Summer book. Anime coloring book by Jade Summer. And the other piece that I've been working on is our Tiny Villages. This one is available free in my Facebook group. There we go. And I think this one is coming out beautiful. Alessandro, nice meeting you. I hope you can come in again. I know this is an awkward time for you. Good luck and blessings on your career, on your college. Keep your grades up. And I'm proud of you. You'll do just fine. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Guys, love on each other. That's what we're known for. Please share this broadcast. Oh, I'm glad you hung out with us, Alessandro. You are most welcome. And thank you. It was fun chatting. Okay, guys, take care. Till tomorrow night, then. Joyous, joyous coloring. Bye.